Hi, this is Eric from Minnesota Kung Fu. This is the second part of the series, so if you haven't watched the first one, it's talking about choice drills and static drills. This one we're going to get into a 1-for-3 counter drill. Basically, it's a drill to work on defending and doing combinations. I'm
Scott Johnson. I'm the head instructor for the Sinking Moon School of Kung Fu. Eric is teaching a seminar here with us tonight.
Yeah, so me and him have actually worked out 2 times together. So he just learned this drill 5 minutes ago. But that's good, because the whole point of this drill is to take things from a static drill where everything is known that you're doing to a drill where nothing's known. He can throw anything he wants at me. I need to react. So none of this is prearranged. We've done like 30 seconds of this drill right before we hit the recording. That was it. So, but the idea of this drill is basically it's kind of similar to a boxer holding focus mitts. You have a coach side and the student side. It's not sparring. It's not pressure testing. It's learning to react to things. So you're trying to get better with the drills that you've practiced already. It's trying to get better with the techniques you already know on it. So like a boxer, they might throw out the strike, but then they hold the pads so you can hit a combination. So the defender can work on their combination skills. A lot of times in sparring, you end up doing a lot of 1-for-1 striking because no one's actually getting seriously hurt. That a lot of times doesn't allow the second and third strike of a combination to land. Because usually hurting the person is what opens up the next strike. So in this one, he's going to throw a slow attack at me. I'm going to deal with it in some fashion, and then I'm going to throw a combination at him. So he's going to pause long enough for me to get, ideally about 3 strikes. But I'm going to keep attacking him until he throws something else. So if I get 4 strikes, 5 strikes, doesn't matter. When he's throwing something at slow speed, I'm going to match the speed with my block. I'm going to make sure I don't go faster, because then if I'm out of position, I might trick myself and think I could get that block when I really couldn't. So you don't want to develop bad habits. I'm going to go at a speed that's the same. I'm going to throw some sort of striking combination. He can do whatever he wants. So it's good for him to actually throw a variety, even if it's stuff he doesn't normally do. So you're trying to train the person for every possibility. So if they throw a big overcommitted strike, off-balance strike, a jab that returns, a punch that stays out there, anything like that is fine. The key is he's trying to feed me as many possibilities as possible. He's actually looking for openings. If I leave an opening, he's going to try and hit that opening. He's not going to be so nice as to not do that. On the other hand, if I get myself in a position where I really don't know what to do, it's okay to stop the drill and say, okay, I'm lost. And again, it's a drill. Work it out and say, okay, what's my best option here? Well, maybe it's stepping back because your hand's too far out of position. So work with each other. It's not a competition. Work to try and get success on the side that's doing the drill, who's not the coach side. When you have high success, at least 90%, then you can maybe go a little bit faster with the drill. But I would still take this drill to full speed, just because like if you're training like this, we're not wearing any protective gear, we're not prearranging anything, so if you go at full speed, at some point, he's going to step forward. When I think he's not stepping forward, I'm going to hit him. And because he's not defending himself as the coach side, it'd be like holding focus mitts and someone punches you in the face. You're not going to hold focus mitts for that person anymore. So go at a speed where both people are safe. Because if you hit the guy who's just standing there, he's not going to want to keep training with you. Okay, so basically, so again, he's going to go ahead and throw something, and he can do anything. You know, I'm going to look for what openings he gives me, and then he's going to throw something else. I'm going to wait for him to attack. If you have a specific style, use the techniques from your style. I'm not going to finish moves. So if I go to like a throw or something, I'm going to bring him down to it, but I'm not going to finish taking to ground, because then he will continue, and want him to continue throwing a strike at me in some fashion. So I might take him to here, but then I'm going to release him. And again, I'm going to keep throwing things until he throws something at me. The techniques aren't as important as me getting in position. If I get in a position where, yes, but so you try to do a lock on me there. So he can do grabs, he can do locks, he can do whatever he wants. It doesn't matter. I'm basically going to flow with him and try and put him in a bad position. Light contact. No contact or very light contact to face. So that we're not, again, getting anyone hurt. So again, just flowing with it. Looking at positions. If you don't know what positions you're going to get to, Because again, it's free form. If you actually throw them down by accident, well then, sorry, then that's what happens. It's not going to look pretty a lot of times. It's going to be kind of sloppy because, again, you're flowing through it. But stay controlled. Obviously, even though we've never done this drill together, we both have experience, so you can start going faster like we kind of are now. I wouldn't recommend you beginner going faster like this. Keep the speed nice and slow, nice and crisp, where you're doing the techniques you know. The defender side, don't try not to block the techniques, which will be a natural instinct to do, because we're thinking, if I hit him on that first one, he's probably not going to block it. So I'm going to follow up with additional strikes. There's other drills like counter for counter, where you're going 1-to-1, where you're blocking every strike. This is one option, this 1 for 3. And the point of it is to work combinations. So let the person do their combination. So whatever that combination is, I'm going to do my combination. It's going to be different depending on what he does. If you say, well, that's unrealistic, if he leaves his hand out there, well, that's fine. If he retracts his hand, then it's just going to change my technique. I'm not going to judge what he gives me, because in a fight, you never know what they're going to give you. I'm going to take whatever he gives me. If he leaves this out, I'm going to use it and break it. But if he retracts it, then I'm going to trap it. So I don't care what he gives me. I just want to give me something to feed off of, and then from there, I will flow from it. Obviously, when you're doing it, it's best not to talk through the whole thing. Focus on the person. Think about what you're doing. Work your techniques. Get to where you can do them cleanly. And he should be looking for the openings. Looking for where he can come back at me. I'm looking at where my openings are. So I'm always thinking attack and defense. I'm not just thinking attack because I know at any point he can attack me. He doesn't have to do it after 3. He can do it after 2. He can do it after 1. But mostly give him time to do some combination. Anyways, thanks, Scott. So I partially wanted to do this with him because I haven't done this with him before. I knew he'd give me different energy. And that's the point of this, is you flow with whatever the person gives you. You get with the same training partner too many times, you can anticipate what they're going to do. So do it with different people, but do it at intermediate advanced level. If you're a beginner, too many variables. You have to know the static techniques to where I know how to deal with this individually first before I start saying anything's possible. You work your way up by giving yourself a few choices that you know, and gradually more and more choices until you can do anything. Okay, thanks.